Hello, fellow seekers. It's Wednesday, May 30th, and I have a couple of readings today and a general message for the community from the higher beings of light. As you know, I work with pen and paper, so you're going to see me looking down and capturing that information. I took some notes in advance so that I had some information queued up to be able to move through the reading efficiently. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I have a message here for somebody with a pronounced C in their name. This could be in the first name, the middle name, nickname, or last name. The key is that you resonate with the sound and that it's a name that you associate with yourself, like a nickname that's unique or special, or somebody, you use your first name all the time, whatever it may be. So for C, here's the message. There's a warmth in the heart. So I feel like that you're feeling sort of a warm-hearted energy. I feel like that there's a situation or people around you that's sort of generating this. They're encouraging you to not let this go. I feel like that there's a tendency to disassociate from painful emotions, especially when you feel really good or you're very emotional. And there's this fear of having that situation, event, or those individuals in your life suddenly go, whether they're family members that are moving or a visit is ending or whatever it may be. But that there's this fear that whatever's generating that warmth and that large emotion goes away, and you begin that process of disassociating because it's so painful. They're encouraging you to not do that, but to hold on to it and embrace that pain, because it triggers a spiritual growth in you. You have to make peace with this oscillation between the elation of the emotion, and then when that elation is gone, to be able to still feel and not begin that process of disassociation, because eventually over time, it'll get harder to connect with that warmth in the heart. Okay, the next is a message for somebody with a P in their name and an M. So there's a pronounced P sound and a pronounced M sound. So there's something like a Pam, for example. And this one's, I can't even explain this one, but I keep hearing yodeling, like yodelehi-hoo. I keep hearing all this yodeling, and I keep seeing I'm going to date myself a bit here, but I keep seeing the Swiss Miss Pudding Pop commercial. So you can Google that if you don't know what it is. But somebody out there with a P and an M, you'll understand this. Somehow you'll remember the Swiss Miss Pudding Pop, whether you ate them or had an affinity for the song. It had a really distinct song in the commercial, and there was yodeling associated with it. Somehow this triggers a memory of a friend from childhood. And the message is very much about you finding a way to connect with that individual. So they're encouraging you to basically reach out. Okay, so the message from the community from the higher beings of light here is, I'm just going to read this out because it's quite specific. There's a tension that the collective is feeling. It's it's like reaching a crescendo. It's like a wave, and it wants to peak quickly and dramatically, but it won't. Okay, so it's like it's rising and we feel like it's going to peak and have this sort of dramatic crescendo, but they're saying it's not going to actually do that. It's going to basically tail off quickly and without fanfare. So it's basically going to feel anticlimactic. So, I know for me, I'm kind of feeling that energy out in the world. It feels like there's all this tension, and it's rising, and it feels like it's going to, hit some kind of crescendo because we keep feeling it kind of amping up. But what they're talking about is it's not going to hit any kind of crescendo per se. It's going to like dissipate, and it's just going to come down without any fanfare, or just end without any fanfare. I don't feel any drama associated with this. But it is going to feel anticlimactic. And this is really for individuals that feel attached to this drama. And it's really hard not to, because we're bombarded with it on Facebook, in the news, everywhere we turn on social media. There's all this drama, political drama, celebrity drama. And what they're really encouraging us to do is to take a step back and reflect on why we're so attracted to this drama. Why do we feel like we need to stay connected to it and constantly be exposed to it? So reflect on that, because know that it's going to be anticlimactic, and then you need to step back, and you're going to be left with this void and this emptiness. So it's really important to find out what is that drama feeding within you, and finding healthier alternatives and spending some time going within. So that's tonight's message. I hope that you find comfort in it, and I hope that you find some meaning in it. If you have any questions, you can feel free to reach out to me on my Facebook page, Paula Gill Psychic Medium, on Instagram at Psychic Medium PG, Twitter, Psychic Medium PG, or you can feel free to leave comments in the YouTube channel. Thank you, everybody, for your attention.